How you doing?
Hello there. Oh, you've got some fancy tools there. What brings you to Berk, fancy man?
Well, I see y'all have dragons.
Well, of course we do. We are the only Viking dragon utopia here in the barbaric archipelago. Of course, it wasn't always like this. There was a time not 5 years ago where we Vikings and the dragons of the world will we didn't get along quite as well as we do now. There's a time where you might wake up in the morning, but fewer of you went to bed that night. I have a lot of dead friends. That's actually how I ended up with this baby here. A monstrous nightmare was bearing down on my sheep. Phil, I jumped into the fray and tried to sucker punch the brute in the eye. Well, the 3-ton reptile was a wee bit faster. Next thing I know, my wrist is in his mouth, and with one snap of his jaws, off came my hand. I could see it in his eye. I was delicious. And he must have told his friends, because it was 1 month later that another one came along and took my leg. Vikings, it's an occupational hazard. But at least it was. Viking hasn't lost a leg since our chief Hiccup gave up his leg to bring down the dragon's queen, the Red Death. Now they asked me if made these Vikings soft. Nowadays it's all, oh Gobber, I don't want to clean the dragon stables. I'll smell like poo for a week. Gobber, I don't want to brush the whispering dead's teeth. I might lose a finger. Meanwhile, I'm down to 5 and you don't hear me complaining. I'm not saying go back to the way things were. Who knows I wouldn't want to wake up and I'll go grumble with everybody. I'm just saying let's go on a proper Viking raid once in a while. How much a village? Under a coast. What are they going to do about it? We have dragons!
Is that a gronkle over here?
Oh, that is actually a hot purple, a close cousin of the gronkle. You can tell the difference. Well, there's 2 key differences. First of all, a hot purple's eyes are closer to the snout than on a gronkle. And hot purples don't have 2 stomachs like a gronkle. You see, gronkles have a second stomach because that's where they melt down the stones that they eat and turn them into lava, which is what they spit out. Hot purples, though, they have their own claim to fame. They are one of the strongest dragons known to Viking kind, and the only breed of dragon strong enough to bat through dragon-proof metal. Yes, of course, to offset that power, they sleep for 18 hours a day! We should all be so lucky.
Has he woken up yet today, or?
Look, he wakes up long enough for me to feed him.